All right, we're back, and if you happen to watch that 2.5 hour marathon video from last time, congratulations. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize this. Sometimes I just get so lost in some of these games. I don't realize how much time is passed. But let's dive in, and I'm looking. The build that I really wanted to play was Jade Harvester. Now, Poison Dart Carnival is it's okay. The way it's set up right now is kind of fun because I'm utilizing all of my skills here because of this shard in here. So that helps make it a little more fun. As far as getting on the leaderboards, though, I don't think there's much chance of me getting on the Witch Doctor leaderboards. At least not without augmenting. In fact, let's just take a look, and I'm not going to necessarily look at the builds. We'll just see. Okay, Jade Harvester tops out at 141. Depending upon the Paragon level. Helltooth, about the same. Zunimasa, okay, we get a little bit higher with Zunimasa. Arachir is all in the 150s. Mundanugo's a little higher. No 6B. So if I want to do something good with Jade Harvester, I've got quite a challenge. It's unfortunate because I like the Jade Harvester. It's a fun style of play for me. I don't really like Mundanugu. I really don't really like Poison Dart Carnival just in general. It feels more like a demon hunter than anything. I have not tried the Arachir setup yet. Let's see. I think I've got almost all of the necessary main pieces for Jade Harvester, at least the basic ones anyways. I don't have an ancient legendary weapon for it. I believe I saved this, so should be okay. Let's use the tippity tap of this for this. I'll be keeping that. And I may not even have all of the right pieces for Jade Harvester yet, because the idea that I'm trying to do with Jade Harvester involves broken promises. It's the ring that says when you hit with when you get 5 non-critical hits in a row, you'll get 3 seconds of automatic critical hits. So the idea is to not have any critical hits for 3 hits in a row, for 5 hits in a row, and then once you go into the critical hit mode, that's when you hit your soul harvest. to do the big damage, which should be an automatic critical hit. Now, that's the idea, and it worked for me when I did it before. So this I might actually need to go then, because that's got critical hit in it. So critical hit right now is 10%, but that's because I've got this here. So now my critical hit is 5. How is it 5? Does it automatically start off at 5? Got 0. How is it 5? Is there a base 5? Does it automatically start at 5?
Should I find some new attire? These old things are becoming so small.
You know, part of the plan, you know, what I can do is I can use I didn't want to have to do it, but I was thinking I could have used one of these here, Remnants of Pain, critical hit chance reduced by 15%. But really I wanted to use this one here, or one like it, in my weapon. Thought this would go down to 0. I mean, I think it'll be all right anyway. Let's put it together anyways. It still might work out. I'm going to take away that critical hit chance. And one kind of problem with this is that there's really not a great main weapon for it. A lot of main weapons on a lot of builds like boost up damage of the main spell or whatever, but this one does not. So usually Sacred Harvester is in there somewhere just to get the number of stacks up. When Haunt lands on an enemy already affected by Haunt, deals 3,500 seconds worth of Haunt damage. Gains the effect of every rune. Soul Harvest gains the effect of every rune, has its cooldown reduced by 1 second every time you cast Haunt. When you cast your Soul Harvest, it deals 10,000 seconds worth of remaining overtime damage, which is generally Haunt and or Pestilence. Alright, so let's get the ring. After five consecutive non-critical hits, your chance to critical hit is increased by 100 to 100% for 3 seconds. So during that 3 seconds, that's when you hit your Soul Harvest. I don't know whether I'm gonna use as a belt. There's a belt that you can use to double the number of haunts that come out, or add an extra haunt. Or I could use Ring of Royal Grandeur with Captain Crimson. So if I were going to use that, if I were going to use Captain Crimson, I would use this one. Probably pull out that Vitality, put in critical hit damage. I want the critical hit damage. That's the main thing that I want. I just don't know what's gonna work better. The Captain Crimson. I gotta have a socket, don't I? So I'd probably.
Not mention what a bore you can be.
Probably. I'm just thinking I would use. I don't think I want any of these. Thought I had a better one with critical hit damage. And I don't have a good compass rose. Been so long since I played this build. I have a tough time remember exactly how I had it set up. I think when I played it before, Captain Crimson was not a thing. It was not a thing back then. So Captain Crimson is nice, but you have to wear the Ring of Royal Grandeur. You have to wear the belt. And you have to wear, you know, whatever it is, a pair of pants or whatever. Okay, and I gotta have, I might not be able to do it. I gotta have the Ring of Emptiness too. Gotta have the Ring of Emptiness. Gotta have the helm, the Quasquatzalcoatl. I have it in my cube yet. I'll have to take out that critical hit chance, obviously. Alright, so I've got Quasquatzalcoatl.
We seek the sacred tomes that were stolen by our mission.
Usually if your item has like a variable in it, it's usually best using that one in the cube. So I may want to put Ring of Emptiness in the cube so I get the full 300%. And then wear the Ring of Royal Grandeur. And I can change out either one of those to critical hit damage. And then I can go Captain Crimson. So now I've got at least 37% extra damage. How come that's only 6%? Oh, because I got, that's right. I got this thingy on. Historically, for a weapon, generally, Sacred Harvester is the one that's used. Really don't necessarily need it anymore, though. And you can go here if you want to use Pestilence. You used to have to use Pestilence. You don't have to use Pestilence anymore. haunt damage. $4,000 over 12 seconds. So 400, just under 400, maybe 350 weapon damage per second. This is about a third, about half that. So your Locust Swarm is about half your damage of your Haunt. But this can boost up that Pestilence damage by 59%. But I used to like this one too, just for the extra damage reduction. But now we've got other choices because we've got different items now. Where is it in my cube? So here I can immediately, once I'm going to do my Soul Harvest, I go right into Spirit Realm first and then do the Soul Harvest. Giving me an extra 100% damage. So with S of Johann, instead of S of Johann, because that really doesn't help in this build, trick is going to be getting the timing down with Convention of the Elements if I were to use it, because have to use it with you would generally want to make sure that your Convention of the Elements is on poison at that point, or the whatever damage type I'm choosing to use. Might be cold, or I could just go with a flat damage reduction with Unity.
I imagined that the hero of prophecy would be more lively.
That would release 2 spirits with every cast. Haunted enemies take 20% more damage. I think I would want to use the poison spirit. And here, probably, it's automatically going to have pestilence. It's going to be poison. This would just be more damage, but it would be fire damage. I got to keep it all the same, so... I used to like this one because it was enemies take 25% less damage. But I might actually just be better off just keeping this kind of setup here. Not even using pestilence. Just stick with hex. In fact, let's change this. Let's make this one the soul harvest. Doesn't matter which one gains the effect of every rune. That sucks. I thought I had another one of these. I can't have any critical hit chance. I could switch that out, but then it's going to be physical damage. Why did I think I had that? Thought I had one. Doesn't work. It doesn't work if I have critical hit chance. I mean, in this, I mean, I could use this and just pull out that critical hit chance for, you know, whatever. I didn't want to do that though. All right. Well. I need another one of these. I can't have that. That's just going to completely ruin the whole idea. Let's just get it set up as much as possible, I guess, until... And then I'll go back to Poison Dark Carnival. Be good enough for now. I think I'm going to want to put Unity in my cube. This is going to be critical hit damage. Be good. Change this. Critical hit damage. Good enough for now. Change this to Haunt. Let's change this to Haunt also. Good enough for the moment. And I may put this in my queue, but I'm not sure. So we'll just change it over to critical hit damage. Oh, I can't use it. It's got critical hit chance.
Years for this. Should I return to my slumber?
All right, I'm probably just not going to go with Pestilence then. It's got Grasp of the Dead. It had Grasp of the Dead and critical hit chance. Can't have both. Same thing with this one. I've had a couple of these. Where did they go? It can't have critical hit chance. Jesus. Alright, so I need one of them too. Normally, yes, you would want critical hit chance, but the whole idea behind this is to have as close to 0 critical hit chance as possible. And this one has critical hit chance, but it also had that other thing. Could just use something like this. Be really, really defensive, but I'd I could switch stuff over to poison. Alright, so I need one of these, I need one of these. That one in there. Yeah, I don't want the critical hit chance. I feel like I'm missing some things. Ugh. And I really don't like the Ring of Fire thingy. Really don't care for that at all. It just doesn't seem to do that much. Which would mean I would need to go revert back to the...
One
Not
time,
like
I
this
cast
one,
a
but...
charm spell, and Sister Lysa was fawning over me for a fortnight. It was mortifying.
What's the third one from this? Let me make a few. You get the Ring of Fire. Attack speed, critical hit chance. What's the third possibility? I must have transmuted it. fire. What do we got for fire here? Gain life for each haunt, huh? Fire version of this adds more damage. Might work. Extra 50% damage. I think that's going to be better than the Ring of Fire crap. Ring of Fire just doesn't seem to kill hardly anything. So I got 451% critical hit damage. I should be able to apply that on just about every single Soul Harvest hit. Probably just put Unity. Probably just put Unity in my cube. I mean, I suppose just to test it out, I could put I put this on. I'll just change that. I'll just have to live with, you know, the physical physical skills damage. Every single one of them has critical hit. I'll just use one of these for now. Switch it over to fire.
I waited
So I'm gonna go
1500
fire
years for this.
damage.
Should I return to my slumber?
I mean, I could use this one. I could switch out the critical hit chance. Obviously, you can do that on any of them, but then it's like the other skill is, the other ability is wasted. This one I messed up completely because I didn't even see the critical hit chance on this one. Had I seen that, I probably would have switched that out. Maybe, I don't know. This one I could switch out critical hit chance. And then if I use Locust Swarm, at least the Locust Swarm damage would be higher. But if I were gonna do that, I would have been much better off just using this. Just big dummy me, I didn't even think about that critical hit chance. I just immediately took out, I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was that was in there, some skill that I wouldn't be using. I just immediately took that one out. Now this one's ancient legendary, but if I take out the critical hit chance, then the mana regeneration is horrible. I guess I'm better off with going just about any other one of these. I'll just use one of these and just take out the critical hit chance, and I'll just have to suffer with the other wasted skill. Regenerate life per second is complete waste. Alright. Spirit, I'll use this one. I'll just take out the critical hit chance. The Spirit Barrage damage increase will be a waste, but... I gotta switch this too. I guess vitality. All right, 5%. The bonus to physical damage is a waste. Can't really do anything about that at the moment. Spirit Barrage bonus damage is a waste. Can't really do anything about that at the moment. Let's get... I guess I'll put this Unity in my cube. I'll go with the Unity.
Not what I would do, but when has that stopped you?
I've dug up some new things for you to take.
I think I'm gonna switch out this Pierce the Veil too. I gotta switch something out, so I'll switch out. I gotta have Creeping Death. And Grave Injustice. So, I don't want the Ring of Fire one. So I guess I'll be going with the fire-based one. So this will be on cooldown, this will be on cooldown. All these will be on cooldown. So the only thing I won't be sure about is whether or not Pestilence, not Pestilence, Locust Swarm would be a better choice. Cooldown reduction is only 31%. I thought it'd be higher than that. Well, it will be higher. I'm going to have this. And I'm going to have this. But I'm going to be taking more damage. I don't know if I want this one. I know a lot of people like it, but my attack speed is not really all that high. Let's get that out of there. If I had a really high attack speed, I think it would be a good choice, but I don't really have a high attack speed. I think I'm going to be hurting defensively. Let's go with this one. That way I get a little bit of defense and some some offense. Let's do this again. That way these are a little more even. Yeah. Well, by no means perfect, but and I guess this is going to be just a build to just attack elites, mainly because of this effect here. There's no reason for me to really attack others. All right, and then the other part of the fun is turning on critical hit. That will let me know when it's time to use Soul Harvest. Once I see all those critical hit numbers start to shoot up, that's the time to hit it. So I gotta hit the critical hit. I gotta hit this first, go into Spirit Walk, and then hit the critical hit. That way I get advantage of the Shuriken. Alright, I don't know. I just try, I kind of don't think this is going to work. Let's just try on. I just try 100 and see what happens. It might work, it might not. I don't know. Here we go.
Done.
Are you strong enough to survive the trials?
Hitting things in the wrong order. I'm not seeing any critical hits come up. I don't know why I'm not seeing any. Should be seeing the critical hit damage numbers float up, but I didn't see any. Taking things in the wrong order. Oh. I have to go back and watch the recording, but I'm not seeing any critical hit numbers coming up. Which is like the whole point of this thing. Almost too much.
Well,
No elites anywhere, huh? Alright. I gotta go back and look at the thing because I didn't see... I gotta go back and look at it because I didn't see... Generally, when I've played this in the past... with this broken promises set up, as long as I've got the critical hit numbers being displayed, it's like as soon as I get 5 non-critical hits in a row, immediately after that, for 3 seconds, I would see a whole bunch of critical hit numbers floating up into the air. And that lets me know that it's time to do the Soul Harvest. Now, honestly, I don't know if that would have helped this time or not, because for some reason here, I was casting Soul Harvest all the time, and I don't remember it being cast that often when I was doing this in the past. But usually, I would just, it would be every like 5 or 6 seconds. Maybe it was. Maybe it's just because I was casting all these so much that it just seemed like you bastard, I didn't even have it on. Alright. I put on Unity. Oh, big dummy. No wonder it didn't work. Ugh. I mean, but honestly, I don't know if it would have made that much of a difference anyways. I mean, yeah, I wasn't gaining any critical hit. Man. Boy, that sucks. I can go back to Pierce the Veil first of all, if I can. Okay, I don't think we're gonna need this. It seems like a very defensive build. I'm in this so often so much that I can either put this in my cube or one of these in my cube. And I think I'm just going to go with one of these. Definitely not going to wear that. Oh, no, it's the wrong one. Probably this one. No. Wait. Would like to have had one with critical hit damage, because the critical hit damage is part of the key to this. So alright, let's... This, although this is nice, it was just so difficult to keep track of everything. I think I might be better off with going something like Big Bad Voodoo, which has a really long cooldown time, rather than having to keep casting these things over and over again. And this is no help against most of the bigger bosses. So let's change this one to Big Bad Voodoo.
One time, I miscast the charm spell, and Sister Lysa was fawning over me for a fortnight. It was mortifying.
We'll go with Slam Dance. We'll change this one to Horrify. Still gonna keep Grave Injustice. I can either keep Unity and get rid of Ring of Royal Grandeur, and that belt, and I can go with Haunt, releasing one extra spirit. I think I just might try that just for the moment. Then I don't, in the whole resource cost reduction thing. Okay, I'd be losing 31% damage. I should just, I'll try that after. I'll try that after. I don't want to, I want to make sure I can figure this out first. Alright, let's just put that other ring, one of those rings in my cube. I got 4 of them. I had to get rid of one of them. probably doesn't matter too much which one I get rid of. Let's do the one with critical hit.
I've got some brand new goods you might be interested in. Very well.
Okay, broken promises. I would like something with a little bit longer cooldown. Let's just try paranoia. So I think this is going to come back pretty fast anyways. These I was just having to cast these little spells constantly. Alright, so this way I'll be able to pay attention hopefully more to you know, these two right here, especially this one, because I got to be able to cast this. I don't think this mattered. I got to be able to cast this once my Broken Promises goes off. And the other thing too was I was messing up. I need to cast this, then this. This, then this. So I get that bonus damage from being in the spirit realm. I don't think that matters, but change that to fire. Just can't believe the whole point of the whole thing was to get the big critical hit damage with Broken Promises. I didn't even have the crappy thing on. Alright, so I got my Broken Promises. Critical hit damage. Critical hit damage. Critical hit damage. I'm still gonna have 3 or more skills on cooldown. Now, this time we should start seeing some critical hit damage numbers flying up in the air, and once I see those, whenever I see those, that's when I want to pop off Spirit Walk, Soul Harvest. Here we go. Now 100.
Done.
Prove yourself worthy of your birthright.
Come on. 6 wouldn't let me. A little bit better. right? Come on.
Not ready yet. That strike is true.
Missed it.
Travel in your victory, my friend.
Need more time. You die.
Am I just missing the elites? That's not an elite.
You are evil and loathsome.
Ah, did it wrong.
Not ready yet. You are dead. Come. Need more time. The truth binds you. A perfect strike.
Just realized the big mistake I've been making. I just realized I think I'm making a big mistake. Let me just check and see. Cold damage. This says every time you deal poison damage to an enemy, you increase your cooldown, movement speed. So I haven't been getting any. Now I've been getting the when you kill an enemy, but I have not been gaining cooldown reduction movement speed.
My name is Ash, and when the if you have it, let's see what we can do.
Maybe that's actually a good thing. I haven't been getting any of those stacks. But it would increase my damage received. Well, I mean, the idea is, I think, is an interesting concept. But
I need to go back.
Well done, champion. just about perfect.
This one sucks. Unless you want that life per hit, which I do not. Alright, let me, let me take a brief pause here. Tinker around maybe with some more ideas, but I think one of the things that I'm seeing, I mean, sure, I did the 100, I did it at 8 minutes, but it's not going to get up to it's not going to get up to 120. Poison dart. Now, granted, I could get a better Sacred Harvester. You know, I could get a better one of these. Get a better one of these. I mean, I got the bonus damage to fire. I got the bonus damage for cooldowns. Probably about 4 or 5 of them all the time. I get the death blow to enemies within 25 yards. I don't have poison damage. You know, if this weapon were poison based, do I have a poison based weapon? Pretty sure I do, don't I? I don't have another Ramadana. Every time you deal poison damage, cooldown reduction, movement speed 25%. I don't think it's worth it, honestly. I mean, yeah, the cooldown reduction is nice, but I don't think I need any more movement speed. I get plenty. That damage received just seems like why would you want that? Why would you want extra damage just for the sake of cooldown reduction and movement speed? I don't know. I need another 20 greater rift levels to get it up to where Poison Dark Carnival is, and I don't think I'm gonna get it. You know, that's about 300 to 400% increase. Damage. I could give up these two for Compass Rose, and I can't give up. I can't go Compass Rose Traveler's Pledge. I don't have one without critical hit chance. Take that back. I have this one without critical, but I'll be losing the critical hit damage. I could give up this for Compass Rose Traveler's Pledge. Put on the belt for the extra haunt. Switch that over to fire.
Prophet did not mention what a bore you can be.
Switch Compass Rose Traveler's Pledge. Can't give up that one. And these are both really good. Can't give up them. No, it's not happening. Nothing's gonna do it. All right. Let me check some things out, and I'll be back. This has been going for 2 hours now. I don't think it's gonna work. It's an interesting idea. It's just the build itself just does not do enough damage. And even if I had all of the best pieces for the build, like I said, it's still 20, maybe 15. Okay, maybe 15 Greater Rift levels behind Poison Dart Carnival. It's just, you know, maybe if I gave up the critical hit ring, went back to just a normal critical hit chance style of play, I could give that up for Compass Rose Traveler's Pledge, let's just say, but still, that's not going to get me 15 Greater Rift levels. I could get rid of this Essence of Anguish for, you know, something like this. All right, I'll be back.